Clay, let's talk about the differences between these two plans, because it's massive, right? A year and a half ago, if we were all sitting here, we'd all be laughing about the Green New Deal, but it's actually now the Biden-Sanders plan on both the economy and the environment. Give us a breakdown of what some of the things are that are in the Biden proposal.
Well, in the Biden proposal, he's actually calling for homes with zero carbon emissions. So just to picture that, we'd be living in homes without windows. Think about that, living in homes without windows. It just would be think about the design of, sir, your home will be made of concrete and will feature a nice view of concrete. I mean, get out of here. It's just jackassery. Joe Biden is a communist.
Well, look, we're actually reducing our emissions better than the Europeans are. He wants to put us back into the Paris Climate Accord. Kelly, what is that going to do in terms of our economy, in terms of jobs, in terms of our energy production?
Well, not only does he want to put us back into the Paris Climate Accord, he wants the stringence, he wants more regulations within that accord. We know that, eliminating all fossil fuels would have a devastating effect on our economy, which would lead to 10 million jobs lost. We are trying to recover post-corona. Our economy has been devastated these last few months because of the shutdown. We need a leader who can reignite our economic growth, and coming into office and promising to raise your taxes like Joe Biden has. And then to increase all of these regulations like Joe Biden is doing that are impractical, are communist, are socialist, are closer to where Bernie Sanders is than, quote unquote, Joe Biden the moderate, is just not the way to do that. That's not the way we need to get these small businesses back reopened. People need their jobs. They need to be able to keep their jobs. And no one in America wants to pay more in taxes.
Clay, Kelly brought up a good point, because when Joe Biden was campaigning months ago, he was more moderate, obviously talking about the environment, but he has gone so far to the left as from what Bernie Sanders wants. I mean, talk to us about some of the other things that are in his plan, besides the concrete wall that we'll be looking at.
Well, I have 5 kids, okay? And under Joe Biden's plan, think about this. On a practical level, you're going to have a home without windows. And then when something happens, you want to call the police. You won't be able to call the police because there will be no police, because Joe Biden wants to defund the police. He wants to do all this from his basement, folks. And also, my wife and I, we have 5 kids. And so whenever a light bulb breaks, right, under Joe Biden and previous to President Trump working with this deregulation, we would have to dress up like astronauts to dispose of a broken light bulb. But President Trump has brought back the incandescent light bulb. I'm not interested in dressing up like an astronaut to take care of a fluorescent light bulb. I'm not interested in having a house without windows. And I'm not interested in living in America where we don't have a police department. Joe Biden is a communist.
Well, I think that President Trump, in cutting 25,000 pages from the Federal Register, has demonstrated, and he talked about protecting the environment this week on several different occasions, that you can grow the economy and protect the environment at the same time. Clay Clark and Kelly Sadler, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Coming up, we'll be